Everyone in Brownsville has a story to tell. These are their stories. You're listening to Brownsville Matters, KXIQ 105.1's podcast show, where we learn a little about everything from all walks of life from the wonderful people that live in our community. Our next guest specializes in creating an important accessory to, I think it's fair to say, to both sides of our bicultural heritage.
Oh, that's right. Definitely.
Alejandro Lerma, welcome to Brownsville Matters.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
I like to start things off with all of our guests with a curveball, a fun little curveball question to get the creative juices flowing. Alejandro, what do you suppose is the biggest mistake someone could possibly make when buying a hat?
Oh, man. It's the buying something that's just way too tight.
Oh.
Buying a hat that's way too tight is the worst thing you can do. It just, you lose all motivation to wear the hat in general if it's too tight.
Uh-huh.
It's going to give you a big headache even after a few minutes. You're going to talk to somebody and all you can think is, your hat pressing, conforming too much on your head,
Yeah.
It's a nasty feeling.
Right.
And that's one of the worst mistakes sizing is everything. We all want things to fit. It's like a really tight shirt. Do you want it loose? It depends on the day as well. I mean, do you want it really loose? You want it really tight? Are you going to go to the gym with a tight shirt? But in the cases of a hat,
yes,
you want the hat to fit snug. You want it to fit comfortable, because your head is a very sensitive part of your body, and the muscles there is not as strong as your other parts of your body.
Right.
So you're going to quickly fatigue yourself when wearing a tight hat.
I see. And how does one get their head measured to not make this mistake?
Oh, so there are very simple ways to get your head measured. The first is overall feel, trial and error. You just want to make sure that it's not too tight, not too loose as well.
Right.
Yeah, you want all areas of the circumference of the hat to kind of hit every spot.
Right.
And the second way is a tape measure, one of those flexible ones.
Yes.
And that are for tailoring. So you want to wrap that around your head, maybe a finger above your head, eyebrow, and a finger above your ear. So naturally, once you wrap it around, it'll kind of make a halo around your head.
I see.
And you're gonna get the exact shape, not really the shape, but the size. So we either go from, depending how you read the tape measure, you can do it through centimeters or inches. I like to use centimeters. I'm a metric guy.
You're a metric man.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's a good. But yeah, usually you're gonna read 56 centimeters, 57, 58, and that all corresponds to a size, a standard size for hats. So you're gonna see maybe 7 1/8 is the equivalent to a 57 centimeter.
Okay.
7 1/4 is gonna be your 58, and so on. So once you get the measurement, it's gonna tell you the circumference, but it won't tell you the shape of your head. So that's where another device comes in that's going to help you. So it's called a Hat Conformer.
Hat Conformer.
Yeah, it's a little device, a halo that just goes around your head, gets the exact shape of your head, and without fail. It's going to get your shape. You get that measurement, and you cut out a wood block, and then you put it in the hat whenever you're making a hat. And that's a part of the custom process. So that's another more... it's a simple step, but it's a little extra if you want to get the right sizes.
Right, especially a hat that is specifically made for the customer.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because you're not going to get this at Cavender's. You're not going to get this, no disrespect or anything, but I feel like a custom process with you makes the experience all that special to someone that goes to you for your services.
Yeah, that's right.
Wonderful. Okay, let's learn a little bit about your background, your origin story. Are you originally from Brownsville? Are you from someone else? How was life growing up? And where along the way did you pick up interest in hats?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Brownsville.
Yes.
I'm long life resident here. So I haven't moved anywhere or anything like that, but Brownsville is my home. I love it here. The people, the comfort that I feel, the safety. I really love the fact that the weather here is always, it might be hot most days, that's something we could all agree on, but I like it that it's not as disastrous.
Right.
We're very fortunate.
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel comfortable here. So I feel like I could go everywhere, wherever I want to go, but Brownsville is my home. And as for how I got into hat making in the first place is I used to work at the Boot Jack for around 3 years, I'd say.
Is it still around?
Yes, it's still there.
Yes.
It's still well established there.
Very good.
I believe they're on their 50th anniversary.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a crazy number.
Wow.
5 whole decades.
Yes.
So I'm very proud of them. They've come a long way. And part of me is still with them. I still love where I came from, but that's where most of my interest came from. Hat making, there's the Western lifestyle. You're going to get the boots. You're going to get the belt. You're going to get the, sometimes guayaberas.
Yes.
The long sleeve Western shirts.
Right.
But most importantly, you're going to get the hats.
Yes.
Cowboys love hats.
It's the most iconic part of the apparel. Yes.
Yeah, right. It's the first thing you see, when you look at someone's eyes, first thing that's going to attract you is the hat. So, I slowly got into everything surrounding the Western lifestyle. I loved the boots at first. I loved getting into the specific leathers, the qualities, the craftsmanship. All that interested me. Before, I never even glanced at a boot, a hat, or anything like that. But slowly, I gained so much respect for that kind of apparel, the tradition. Especially down here, a lot of people wear hats, I'm starting to notice like a lot of people wearing hats. So I'm like, I never noticed that before. But once you get into the topic and you give a little more focus towards it, and you'll start to see everybody has it. So it's as common as you think, more common than you think. Yeah, that's where I got my interest. I started to learn more about hats. And that's what got me started, is the shaping, the experience, the passion. I really loved hats. So not just Western hats, but I started to slowly, on my own time, research a little more on, dressier hats, the whole other a brand of hats, that you typically don't see here. You see more of the Tejano styles, Norteño style, a lot of black hats, sombreros, But in other places, I wanted to see what they had. I wanted to see their styles, their form of fashion, because hats are fashion.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, even lady styles. So all that interested me, and my whole respect to the lady styles. They have a whole different section and skill for ladies' hats.
For sure.
Yeah. It kind of feels like a Met Gala. That type of...
You're exactly right. The only reason I know very well what you're talking about, 2 doors down from my shop, there will be a hat bar.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Specifically a ladies' hat bar.
Yeah.
So I think that they're still tweaking it as we speak, getting out of their permit straight.
Yeah.
But I peek through the window and I see all these feathers and beads. So yes, hats do not discriminate, everyone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah, that's true. And it's a lot shinier, a lot more colorful for the ladies.
Right.
And Man, sometimes I feel like my hat is so plain compared to theirs. I mean, a lot of respect for their hats.
For sure.
You know?
For
their
sure.
their fashion sense is definitely something good to see.
Right.
Like I love that hats are like an art piece,
Yes.
and you get to design it how you want. So, yeah, that's where I started. So that's my origination and
Yes.
how I wanted to, my love for the hats, basically.
Oh, and was it something that you had maybe before Bujek? Did you have maybe a couple of hats at home growing up, or did you just stumble into Bujek and then fell in love with the hats?
Yeah, so as a kid, I really loved Indiana Jones.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wore a classical fedora.
Yes. Very classic, very like a staple. So I did, as a kid, there's the, Halloween and all that stuff. And one of them was Indiana Jones. And, as much as I wanted like this really nice hat, as a costume, I got this like plastic hat, a foam hat. So even though it was, that material, I still enjoyed the memory of wearing the whole costume with the whip,
It's cute. It's cute.
That's definitely the only time before all this, before I was an adult, that I had a interest for hats. And after that, it'd be caps.
Okay.
Like I had a few caps here and there. A lot of people like to mesh hats and caps together. They're kind of interchangeable.
Okay, yes.
People, I want a hat, but sometimes people can mean a cap.
Right. Exactly right.
They're kind of a vice versa. It's just the terminology that you want to put on it.
Right.
So, that was my only. Indiana Jones. I love the Lego set.
Yeah.
It made me feel like a child, and I was, it made me feel like I wanted to be a hero as well. Yeah. Indiana Jones was this adventurous guy, a man with talents, secrets, definitely.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I felt like I was him, and the hat started it.
Yes, as the kids say nowadays, I feel like having a hat is an aura booster.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. A lot of kids want hats.
Yeah, for sure. I
get
noticed
amazed.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I work in downtown Brownsville, and every day without fail, I will see a man or woman of all ages wearing a hat. No, so I absolutely agree with you. It is definitely more common than one would think. Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
No, especially because a lot of people get surprised when they learn that the cowboy is not an American invention. The cowboy came from Mexico. We were the Vaqueros.
That's right.
And then when during westward expansion, the Mexicans that were already here having that lifestyle, well, they introduced that way to the American settlers because, well, that was the only way to survive out in the West.
That's right.
So I like how you like straddle like both sides of our of the river that we have here.
Yeah, that's right.
By creating hats for the people of Brownsville. That's amazing.
Yes. The tradition here is amazing. And the hats is where, I'm happy to see that people are still wearing the hats proudly, and the old traditional styles are still relevant today. That they're always going to be, because people love where they came from, and those big sombreros are what definitely stand out the most. That's something you just see with our heritage here.
That's exactly right.
It's a staple.
Right. I will say, like, personally, I without fail will wear a hat every day of Charo days. I was asking you earlier how many you had, and we'll get to that after this question.
Yes.
I personally have 3 hats.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
One is it's this made in China hat that I got at the Buc-ee's.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Still a hat.
It's okay, right? For like, something for Sombrero Fest,
Yeah.
to not worry about it getting dirty. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And then I do have a Resistol.
Oh, Resistol, awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's my that's my fancier one.
Yeah, the Cowboy brand
for special occasions. Yes.
Yeah.
And then my third one is this like white straw hat that I wore with a white linen suit for a bachelor party in Miami.
Oh, okay.
So not a cowboy hat by any means, but still.
Yeah. We'll still count it.
Yes. So to ask a question again that I asked when we were testing the audio, how many hats do you own?
Yeah, so coming from a hat maker, like you might think I have like 20, 30
that's
in
why
my arsenal.
Exactly why I asked.
I only have 3.
Only 3?
Only 3. I had 4. The first one I got was when I was working at the Boojak.
Yes.
And that was more of my experiment hat. I wanted to just experiment with different shapes, see what fit me the best. It wasn't the best quality one. It was a wool one, but it still did the job. Like it looked Western. Yes. I did the Indiana Jones style. Everything that you can think of, I tried on it, and it's basically it could still be used, but I wouldn't use it. It definitely just deformed a lot.
No.
So I'd say that's my my first ever hat that I bought with my own money and But the 3 hats that I have now is I have one Stetson. It's a straw hat. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, it's definitely classic. Like you can't go wrong with Stetson.
No,
I have so much respect for their quality. Like it, the hands down, it's still great. It's always gonna be great, and they do a great job. So I like Stetson more, but it's a straw hat. So the reason why I even bought that hat in the first place was because a gentleman, his name is Enrique. He was an amazing dude. He would talk to me whenever I would shape his hats, and he was really kind enough to gift me a rattlesnake skin band.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like, coming from somebody who doesn't really know that much, like I love rattlesnake. I've seen it on the boots. I just never saw it on a hat.
And by band you mean the little circle around the actual?
Yeah, right here.
Yes.
So he was like, "I'll gift you one.
Wow.
I want to make you one as a gift for shaping my hats and stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, like that's amazing.
Yes.
Like I would appreciate it. That's very generous of him." First, he wanted to offer me this like deer ox head. Like, do you see how wide that is? And I live with my grandma, so she's not gonna have a fun time having that there.
No,
so I was like,
no.
Okay, let's stay away from that. Like,
thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah. So I can't have as much as I wanted. That's amazing. Now I want it. But I want it so bad. I should have said yes, but definitely the rattlesnake skin was a nice touch. Like it was small. It was pricey. I kind of felt bad. I was like, isn't this expensive? Like, why are you giving me something so expensive? And he made one. It took him a couple days. He came back and he was like, here you go. And I was like, I didn't have a hat to put it on.
Okay.
I didn't see the rattlesnake skin being on that brown hat I had originally had.
Yeah, no.
I was like, I can't put it on there. Like I need something else. So I went and bought a Stetson straw, open crown.
Yes.
It was I shaped it myself, and he slapped it on there, and it was the best decision I ever made. I own, like, it feels so nice owning something like that, and it was gifted, and I'm forever be grateful that I have it. And it's going to stay on the hat forever, as much as I can. And that Stetson hat is, it fits a little too small for me, but I still wear it occasionally, and that's my straw, my only straw, and I feel like that would be my only one. Maybe I might make myself one later. But the other two is I have a silver belly, more fedora-esque hat. It's my casual. I'm at my store. I like wearing it around there.
Yes.
It's my first hat that I've made myself. So I thought, you know what? Let me just make it up, and I'll put it on. I'll wear it out. I didn't make it too bad, so it definitely stood its shape, had its shape, and it's a really nice silver belly color. And then the third one I have is this one.
Yes.
The 20X. In the standards of the X's, mine are 20% Beaver. With the X's, you can't really tell sometimes, but I like to be a little paranoid on what material it is. But yeah, this is just a really nice fancy hat. It's really nice, comfortable.
Yes.
Classic. So I can't go wrong with the black hat.
No, it looks pretty good, and I'm glad that you to our listeners. Alejandro is in fact wearing it right now.
Yeah. I'm wearing it.
in fact, it was the first thing that I saw when I entered the door, since the entrance to the recording studio is directly behind you. And I thought, yes, he's actually wearing a hat for the session.
I can't not bring one.
Exactly. So you mentioned the store a couple minutes ago.
Yes.
I'd like to know where in the journey, I imagine after Bootjack, where the idea of Soulhide came to fruition. Well, what was it like starting it? As a fellow shop owner myself, I have to know this. So what is the story of Soulhide?
So Soulhide originally came because I wanted to do something that was a little more. I wanted to explore a little bit more of the business side. I loved the fact that I can make hats. I was like astonished. I was passionate. I love the craft, and I just had to do something with it. Right. Like I had an urge, yearning to go and make a whole business out of this. And it was a hobby. I wanted something in my life that I can feel happy about doing, and a lifelong, skill. I wanted to stay with me forever. But my brother, my older brother, he was also passionate about not just hats, but a business in general. So he kind of motivated me.
Yes.
Hey, let's make a business, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are the ideas? So it was a long while before we kind of considered doing a hat business, custom hat business, and it was tough. I mean, it was a tough journey, and my brother was the main motivation. Definitely. He's the one who pushed me, like, hey, go and take the risk.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? You're right. As long as it's with you, I'm totally fine feeling comfortable taking that risk. And it came with its hardships, of course, as business owners.
Right.
We put in so much time into our craft, or, it's like our baby. Our business is like our baby. We take care of it. We're always there for it.
Yes.
One day you cannot go a day without it.
Yeah. And if the baby cries, you have to find out why it's crying.
Exactly. That's true. True. So it's always on your mind. It's always gonna stay there. It's gonna stay stuck with you. It's always on your mind, no matter what.
Right.
It's there. You cannot let go of it. And that's just what comes with passion. Like if you really like something, you're always going to think about it. So it came with its hardships. A lot of time and a lot of sacrifice came with that as well. So I took the next step in the business portion. Like I wanted to have my brand.
Yes.
Like I didn't want just any studs. I didn't want to make any custom hat. I wanted the custom hat.
Yes.
I wanted to be the one who has high quality,
Yes.
multiple qualities, so people don't feel the need to like spend all this money on a hat. I wanted to be fair. I want people to do research on custom hats, and I want you to go check custom hats from other people. I want you to see how expensive it gets for custom hat work, which I completely don't mind. I get it.
Right.
I feel like it's something that I want people to wear a hat,
right,
not stray away from it,
Right.
And I want something fair.
Yes.
I want something where you can wear, and I could also see you wear.
Right.
I want hats to be a thing. I want people to continue the legacy of hats. Definitely if you look at history, you'll see that it's just declined, but it's still staying strong. It's there, especially here. So this is the motherland of hats for sure.
Yes.
Texas in general, but
Texas,
here down in the South, we all have a love for our hats and our traditions. So I want people to wear hats again. I want people to feel comfortable. I want people to feel okay with wearing it in public.
Yeah.
I know people have a struggle. I struggle with wearing a hat out sometimes because I'm very conscious about what I wear. So I'm always thinking, does this hat look good on me? I want it to look good on everybody.
Right.
And mostly it starts with sizing. People think that it sits too high, it sits too low, the crown's too high for them, the brim is too wide. They want the style is not their style. So I'm there to kind of like help people and guide them into getting something that they can wear comfortably. And yeah.
Wonderful. No, I mean, I really have to commend you because how old are you, Alejandro?
I'm 23.
You're 23 and you're already starting a business.
Yes.
That is incredible. Massive kudos.
Thank you.
It is not easy. I feel like a lot of people glamorize the idea of being an entrepreneur, but they may not know, you said it beautifully. It is always on your mind because it is, in fact, a baby.
Yeah.
And if you neglect the baby, let's not talk about what happens to the business.
Definitely not. It's catastrophic.
Catastrophic. You're right. All that work, all that investment, all that debt.
Yeah, the debt part.
But no. I'm glad that you are taking the leap. It'll give you just all the more valuable experience. Where is Soulhide? How can people find you?
People can find me. There's gonna be a little symbol outside on the sky. In the dark. It's already nighttime. The light's gonna shine. It says Soulhide, so that's where you can find me. No, I have a store over there at 5 Boca Chica Boulevard. It's down the same road here, and it's a plaza with great people there, great stores. I'm right there, and you'll most likely see me in the front. I'm kind of there. Just I don't have a big sign or anything like that. That's but 5 Boca Chica is where I'm at. If you my social media, you can find me on Soulhide Hats.
Soulhide Hats
on Wonderful. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So I happen to get a name that just fits all three.
That's the perfect. Yeah, that is rare.
Yes,
for a small business to find a catchy name that is available across all the platforms.
Oh yeah, definitely. I could have just put Soulhide, but I wanted people to know I do hats.
Yeah,
that's my thing
for sure. Yeah, because Soulhide could be leather work. Soulhide could be, I don't know, something spiritual. Yeah, so Soulhide hats, right?
Right there.
Yeah.
You also, speaking of the name, you just got it right there.
Yeah,
it's leather. The hide. I'm more so the flesh, and then the soul. It's more spiritual. That's why I made the name.
I love it.
So I thought it meshed together, and I really love the idea of just the spirit, your soul, because it's what makes us unique.
Right.
And just like a hat, it just makes us unique. And that's my motto here. Hats for every soul.
Oh,
so I have it in there.
That is perfect.
It could be in there, but hopefully you can see it. But that's my motto.
To our listeners, Alejandro just took off his hat, showed the inside of the crown, and then said one more time.
Hats for every soul.
Hats for every soul, right in the middle of the inside of the crown. That is a wonderful, important detail.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, suppose I am a customer.
Oh, yeah.
I walk into Soulhide and I need a custom hat. What would that experience look like for me?
Definitely. So I always start with anybody coming in is I want to see what their purpose is first. I love asking people why they want a hat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love getting to get people's stories. What got them interested? Did they have any hats before? I like to make conversation because it's something I like to get to know somebody for.
Right.
You know, I want to get a little history of the person. Because I want to see what kind of style they might like. I want to kind of guess in my head. Maybe you want this style, or do you actually have a set style that you already have? You know, I want to get to know some those types of things from those people, because it all plays into the process of hat making. You know, what kind of hat am I gonna make you today? You know, but I always start with their purpose and then the quality they want. So right now I'm only selling felt. I'm gonna get into straw and you know, I'm practicing my craft on the straw. But right now felt is the one I'm selling. So I typically ask a customer, what kind of quality are you looking for? And when I ask somebody that, they can be like, what is that? What do you mean? You know, confusion already starts, you know, and quality is definitely something that's subjective. Somebody can think a hat feels like cardboard, you know, even though it's like this really nice rabbit material. It's very sleek, very soft. You know, people can think it's cardboard. You know, it's all subjective, but I'm there to tell you what it is exactly.
Right.
Like, if you have a wool hat, this is how it's gonna feel. If you have if you want a rabbit hat, completely rabbit fur, it's gonna feel soft and supple and comfortable like this. If you want a beaver hat, okay, you're looking into, you want something that's gonna last forever. You want 50 years, 100 years, you know, as long as you take good care of it, right?
Of
With
course.
care and maintenance. If you want something, light? You know, people think quality comes from how light it is or how heavy it is, you know, or how dense it is. So there's a lot of factors. So I have to let people know the factors that play into what quality means. So I love using the X's. I think it's a great system in you know, hat making. I love it. It just feels classic. X's are simple. But in my case, X's correspond with the amount of beaver that there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So if there's basically no beaver in it, most likely I won't have any X's for it.
Okay.
So I have a pure wool hat. I have a pure wool rabbit fur hat. And there's your beaver blends. Because beaver is a more sought out, more scarce material. It is definitely, you know, it's so great. It's so smooth that it makes all the difference. The structure of beaver is phenomenally stable. It's people like to say it's waterproof. And the more beaver you have, the more waterproof it is, and they like wearing it in the rain and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So definitely have to let people know what it means to have a beaver hat.
Yeah.
What it means to have a rabbit hat. What it means to have a wool hat to you. Like, what I want. That's why I wanted to know the purpose. Do you want something to use one time, or do you want something that's gonna outlast, you know, for generations? You know, that might come. You want a hand me down or you want to pass it on to your, grandchildren.
Right.
Something that people that can remind you of you, whenever we all move on, but that's one of the material things that I guess that I consider for myself. Like I want my own grandchildren I want to pass down my hats to them. So it's something that, it adds on to that legacy of yourself. So I like the idea of that. So, and of course, next comes the sizing. So once you choose the quality, you got to get the sizing. Definitely the color, but that's all preference. You want a black one, silver belly. So that's more of a color scheme. You want something that matches everything black, or do you want something for an outfit for one time, or that you have multiple outfits of those colors.
Right.
But sizing. So it wasn't until now and recently that I make my own material. Everything from everything that's there in my store, I have made
in-house.
That's
amazing.
From the furniture there to the workshop.
Not just the hats. It's everything inside.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So all the wood there, I dabble in a lot of wood crafting, leather crafting. I made it. I made the stamps for the hats. I made the machines for the hats. I've made, countless things. The tools, I've made it. So I feel like that's something I can guarantee to somebody, is that these materials are being used and I made them. Everything handmade, I make it. And the sizing, I usually get a tape measure. I always do. This is just a standard. You get a tape measure, get the exact size of their head, walk people through how the next part is the oval of your head. We don't always have a perfect shape head. We're always gonna have a bump here and there, a little wavy,
a little asymmetry.
Yeah. And that's what makes us different,
Right, exactly right.
So our head's always gonna be different. There's always a different head shape, never the same. So I also take into consideration, I write it down. You look like you have an oval head, rounder head, circular, you name it. I gotta jot it down, as I gotta work in the details. But recently I had got a Hat Conformer. I made one, and it makes a whole difference. The tape measure it's like the upgrade.
Yes.
Like you still use the tape measure, but that Hat Conformer just gets the exact shape of your head. So it just makes the custom on another level. Like it just feels premium. Like you got your head shape and you're like, wow. Like, and that lasts forever. I mean, and the shape of your head is always going to be like that, whenever you grow to a certain age. So, I mean, hopefully no one gets any injuries, but it's going to be like that forever. And I cut out like a wood template of your head, and that's going to be used for every hat. Every single hat. You bring in an old hat, I'm going to put that in there, steam it up, and that's your size.
Nice.
So, and that's pretty much it. The time it makes to, wow. The time it takes to make a hat is not short.
Right.
It takes time.
Okay.
I like to take time with the hats, because if I rush it a single bit, there's going to be something wrong,
of course,
in that process. So I give a good week minimum.
Okay.
I do tell people, I could make them shorter amount of time. Like I definitely could, if I rushed, if everything went well with the hat. But it's like a different animal each time. Each hat is so different. It cannot work with me one day. The next day I go back on it. It definitely worked. Like it's just a feeling that you have for hat making, for the hats, that you have to have and have to have learned in order to kind of tackle those problems with the hats, because not everything is smooth and perfect.
Right.
Since hats are made with stiffener, they are stiffened with chemical or material. It's called shellac.
Shellac. Okay.
Yeah, the shellac from the shellac bug, and
It's from an insect.
yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah, that's the more natural stiffener.
Okay.
It's from an insect. More so, the felts have that stiffener. Straws might have a little different composition, but shellac is like the natural stiffener for hats. De-wax shellac, not some from like the Home Depot stores. Oh man, that would ruin your hat.
No.
Don't do that. It's de-wax shellac. You might not find it at like your hardware store. You might be able to, but it's interesting. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So it's definitely interesting. So one of the things is the shellac is almost never perfect.
I see.
It's going to get stretched. It's going to get applied unevenly. There's no real way to get it like absolute perfect, even at a factory level, because it disperses very differently depending on the fur. And that's something I have to consider, that whenever I make a hat, the shellac is like my main concern. Like, am I going to have to fight it more today with this hat? Am I going to have to stretch a little harder on it? Am I going to have to sand a little bit less? It's all a feel with the hats. And that's generally what I consider when I'm making a hat first is the shellac going to help me today?
Yes.
Because if not, I have to wait a lot for the hat to dry. And there's a lot of drying time. I use a lot of water, a lot of steam. All right. A lot of steam and a lot of pressure. That's all the hats need. But it takes time. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of attention to detail to make sure that hat goes well and molds well. So and that's pretty much it. Once the hat's done being molded onto a mold, a certain mold. So what I use an open crown mold, and it's just a circular kind of oval mold, and I shape the crown to whatever shape depending on what you asked for. And I'll get the certain heights and all that stuff depending on the style or your proportions, So I take into consider all of that. And I don't have like pre-molded hat blocks that is like the regular cattleman here or something like that. I hand shape everything. So I have to make sure it molds really nice on that mold originally, to make sure everything moves smoothly. And then after, I do all the accessories. So I do ask people, do you want your name engraved in it? Like I do have a stamp, these brass letters, that I can stamp your name on the inside. So you just like, for example, Gilbert, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just put Gilbert and then your last name as well. And if you want, sometimes people like putting dates of something, their anniversary, their wedding day, you name it. You put whatever you want on there as a little limitation. There's people with really long names and with really a lot of letters in their names that I don't have enough letters for. You can have seven A's in there. I don't have that many, but I definitely it's definitely interesting. So I have to work around it a little bit. But definitely I do the name engraving. I put you get to choose the color of your sweatband inside, leather sweatband. So everything's leather, everything's natural. I don't like using like plastic or anything like that.
No.
It definitely, you're getting the rawest materials, the best materials for your hat. So you're getting the fur, really nice fur. You're also getting a really nice satin lining. You're getting a leather sweatband. Nice. So calfskin or sheepskin.
Okay.
So, different feels. And that's it. Like It all comes together to make the hat. And I hand it off to the customer, and they just love it.
Of course.
Yeah, it fits great. There might be there's always slight adjustments.
Sure.
Always.
Yeah, nothing's perfect.
Always.
Yeah.
The day you came might not feel the same as, coming back next week.
Fair.
That is definitely unavoidable.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something. You're going
Right.
to feel a little tight somewhere that you didn't feel tight before. It's just kind of hard to avoid. But I'm there to do the adjustments and get it right the next time.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
To our listeners who are just tuning in, we are in conversation with Alejandro Lerma, who is a hat maker and the owner of Soulhide hats.
Yeah.
Alejandro, what would you say is the interaction with a customer? I feel like every business owner has that one or two interactions where they realize, oh my gosh, I am on the right path. Have you ever had that interaction with a customer that made you realize that I am doing the right thing right now for Brownsville?
Yes. So every person that steps foot in my store is the most amazing people.
Yes.
Like I guess they have so much respect for the craft. They have so much excitement, so much kindness in their heart. And I just meet the greatest people ever. I've never had a bad customer ever. It's just the people here are so kind, and I'm so grateful for it. Like, I'm glad I don't have trouble with anybody, because no one wants trouble. I want to provide you with the best experience. So I'm very easy to talk to. So just, you got a concern about your hat, you let me know. Or you got a concern with the process of making a hat, you let me know.
Right.
If you have some doubt, let me know. I will provide you with everything you need. And people love that. People love, I guess, I don't meet those kinds of people because I feel like I help people a lot in that process of hat making. People don't often get hats as much as, some people do. So it's definitely an experience for them. They want the best experience for them, and they love it. I guess it's just great people. That's the people that come in.
Right.
Just, amazing people, very heartfelt, very great interactions.
And I could absolutely say the same on my end.
Oh yeah.
I feel like, and I know it's happened with you, but I feel like the only negative experiences I've had with customers aren't even customers because they don't buy anything.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show that if you do something that you're passionate about, you will attract the right kind of people. And maybe those who they probably feel more at ease somewhere else. They were never your customer to begin with.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, I'm very happy to hear that you have a good crowd supporting you, your line of work, and your passion. It's the best type of business to run.
Yeah, definitely.
Alejandro, what would you say is the best tidbit of advice that you've learned so far that you'd like to impart upon us?
Oh, I have many.
Oh, yes.
I have too much to tell, but I'll keep it short because I want people to know, as young as I am, that it's never too late to start something that you want to pursue.
Right.
Just take it. Like, you might be nervous, you might be doubtful, you might be anxious. All the negative feelings start to just encapsulate you, and it feels like you're closed in, and it feels like you can't escape the fear. But there's always light in every situation. You have to take advantage of opportunity. We live in a society, and it's up to you if you want to take that opportunity and just run with it. There's opportunities everywhere. Take it. Maybe not the first opportunity. Weigh your losses, weigh your gains. But I want people to know that if you have if you are yearning for something different in your life, go for it. Go for it. It just of course, obviously, don't jump off a cliff. If you're gonna skydive and do all this stuff, okay, good for you.
Yeah.
But don't jump off a cliff blindly.
Correct.
Take your time with it.
Mm-hmm.
Be patient. Do your research, and understand that you're going to sacrifice so much time.
Right.
It is so much time. You're gonna feel like the years pass by, the days that you can't stop thinking about your store, your business, and your ideas. You have so many ideas, and you just want to throw them out there and start creating it. But take your time.
Yes.
Take your time. Take the opportunity, but take your time. Relax. Research. And stay positive.
Right.
Stay as positive as you can. There's always light, always there. It's always existing. It's just take the opportunity, take your risk, and
calculate that risk.
Definitely calculate first.
Yes.
Don't go in blindly.
Correct.
Not, like I said, don't jump off a cliff just because I said so. Weigh your risk, and you're going to have a beautiful time. You're gonna have something that's gonna nourish forever.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't heard jumping off a cliff as an example or as a metaphor for starting a business, but no, you're absolutely right, because if you're gonna do it, you have to know how to do it. You're gonna have to know like what parachute to bring. You have to know like what the climate, what the weather is like for you to land safely.
Yeah,
you have to calculate your risk.
That's true, and our judgment is never always going to be right.
Absolutely,
but it's there. You wanna just we don't always have perfect judgment. So, but you always have, as long as you have the passion, as long as you have the effort, you're gonna eventually go on the right path.
Correct.
That's all it takes. Just consistency, research. Putting in that effort. Yeah. Just as jumping off a cliff.
But you have to calculate.
I'm sure. Yeah, calculate it. Calculate if you could land safely for sure.
Correct. Alejandro, who do you credit to make you the man you are today?
Oh, that is hard. There's so many people like throwing curveballs here. Man, my dad definitely. My dad, he's a wonderful man. He loves me and I love him. But he is definitely the one that's the greatest figure I can think of when I'm thinking about all this stuff. Of course, there are many different people that I appreciate for the craft that I've came so far. But my dad was just there since the beginning. We all have doubts, but he was there day one, and he's the one who taught me to relax. I have all these ideas. I was gonna fail soon. He's the one who led me to the right path. And that's the most amazing part, is that I have family that is super close to me, and I'm so grateful, as well as friends and mentors. And it starts with our father and my father.
Yes.
So definitely my dad, he has helped me throughout.
Shout out to Mr. Lerma.
Yes.
Alejandro, final question.
Yes.
And it's the same question that I've asked everyone. Everyone's given me incredible, beautiful answers. Imagine that there is a giant Coliseum, stadium, if you will, with 200,000 seats, which is the population of Brownsville, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Each one of those seats is filled with each and every member of our community. You are walking down the middle of it with a microphone in your hand and given an opportunity for 1 to 2 minutes to say something to the entire population of Brownsville, Texas. Alejandro, what would that message be?
Oh, man. Oh, man. I got to take a minute here.
Yeah, for sure.
The stakes are high.
The stakes are high.
Definitely. Not just any steak. Man. Man, it's so hard.
Yeah, thankfully we're not live.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Definitely. Man, I need to take a moment.
Yeah, no, for sure. Take your
I
time.
have 200,000 people.
Yes, and they're all watching you.
Oh man, that many eyes.
It's 400,000 eyes.
Include the glasses.
Yes.
You gotta add another 2 eyes. So maybe six.
Yeah.
500,000.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Nice and close. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. I guess love yourself. Go and love yourself a lot more than you did before.
Oh yes.
Love your first. You come first.
Yeah.
In this world, you come first. As much as we love our people, our family, you are ultimately the only one that is going to take care of yourself.
Correct.
When no one is around.
Correct.
You have only yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself first before you, I guess, give and love other people. You know, love yourself. Learn about yourself. There's always something you didn't know about yourself. The thing you hated the most probably now is that you love. You know, that you enjoy. Something is gonna surprise you about yourself. You're gonna learn, and learn carefully and listen carefully to yourself, and just kind of be in your own thoughts and kind of understand what you like, what you enjoy, what you like spending your time on. Do you love your job? Do you love your the people that you're surrounded with? Do you love the community? Ask yourself those questions, because that's what's going to define who you are. It's kind of being like a little psychological. You know, you should love yourself first and think about how you love yourself, because once you figure it out, we're always learning something, right? Once you figure out a majority of yourself, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to learn a lot faster. You're going to jump a lot higher. You're going to just excel so much, and you're going to love what you do in your life. You know, you're never going to spend a day being sad. I mean, there are some days, but you're never going to spend and bring yourself down even more after that.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've already found who I am. And after that, I could give love to other people.
Yeah.
You know, and share my experience and share wisdom and share, you know, my story and how they can get better, you know. And it's those for the people in doubt, you know. I want to help them get back up and start loving themselves a lot better, feel more secure about themselves, and so that way they can go on and love somebody else as well. And that's what it comes down to, love. You know, the spirit. We never want a withering spirit. We want our own soul to, you know, transcend and love other people and share a piece of yourself. And from there, you're going to have the most amazing life. I believe so. And I hope everybody who is hearing this finds themselves.
And the crowd roars.
Oh man, that would blow up a hole.
Yeah.
The amount of screams. Now blow my hat away for
There
sure.
you go. Alejandro, what you do is special, because there are a million resistors, there's a million Stetsons, but there is only one hat tailor-made to suit each and every customer.
That's right.
or it could be multiple if they visit you multiple times.
Yeah,
but
it's
those
always
hats,
going to be different.
Yeah, but that hat is unique to them, one of a kind, tailored to not just them but to their soul.
Yeah.
So thank you for not just being the owner of Soulhide, but for being yourself, Alejandro. I think you are a valuable asset to Brownsville, and I'd like to see where you and your company grow on from here. You're only 23 years old. You got your whole life ahead of you. Sky's the limit. Alejandro, thank you for joining us today on Brownsville Matters.
Thank you for having me here. I appreciate it and appreciate everyone so much. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's a wrap.
This is Michael Quantz with the Brownsville Society for the Performing Arts, here to tell you about our podcast, Brownsville Matters. Everyone in Brownsville has a story to tell, and these are the stories. We broadcast these stories every Friday at 5 p.m. and every Sunday at 3 p.m. on KXIQ 105.1 FM on your radio dial. You can also catch these stories rebroadcast on our YouTube channel for Brownsville Society for the Performing Arts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and smash the notifications if you want more information about these stories that you watch and listen to.